Hello techies, welcome back to Elfin Code channel. Today I'm extremely excited to share my experience as a judge in one of the generative AI hackathon which was held in Mumbai last weekend, and it was organized by CS Technology along with Google Cloud. It was an incredible event filled with innovation, creativity, and the kind of outcome which I was expecting was exactly what I saw. It was full of fun event, I must say. Now I am going to share my experience as a judge, but I have categorized this video under various head. So first I will be talking a little about what is generative AI, and then I will be taking up how does it work, and then secondly what are the general principle or general use cases of generative AI, and thereafter we will be moving ahead and I'll talk about some more points on my experience as a judge side. Okay, let us start with the generative AI, what it is. So I will be explaining this in a very layman term, which will be very easy to understand. So you can consider generative AI as a pre-existing model which you're using it to solve some of your specific business purpose. Okay, so I'm giving you one example. You want to create a kind of chatbot. Okay, you are working in let's say income tax kind of work, where you want to have a chatbot given to your user, where user can type anything and the chatbot will be able to reply to those queries. But it is very specific to the income tax, not if somebody asks about some varieties of plant, it should not be able to reply. So it was specifically catering to the particular user which is related to your business. Okay, so this is one of the application which you may consider as a use case for generative AI. Now the second point is, how does it work? So how does it work? Now I can explain you in such a way that you have different LLM models, large language models. Okay, you must have heard about the Open AI, the ChatGPT, Hugging Face, Bard, and all those different kind of pre-existing trained model. So what you are doing, you're using this pre-existing model, okay, with the help of certain framework, and then trying to connect all these models, maybe not one, maybe you can connect to multiple models. Okay, and then you are putting some kind of query to these models via the framework, intermediary framework, and getting the response, fine-tuning the response and presenting it to the user or the output window. Okay, so this is a kind of how does it work. So you have the LLM model which is at back, you have a framework which is connecting to all this LLM, and then there's a user interface from where it is taking all the prompt. Okay, now I can little explain more about how does it work. It basically works on the side of customization. So any generative AI model which you must have seen or you will be experienced, it is all based upon the customization, because you already have the LLM model which is giving you the response. What it requires is first prompt, okay, which it will be taking as an input, and then it will be giving you some kind of output. But then your output need to be that fine-tuned so that it should be giving exact reply to your output window which is being expected by your user. Okay, so the customization is the important factor in generative AI application. And if I say about customization, I can forget about telling three different part. One is prompt engineering, the second one is your RAG, and third one is your fine-tuning. I'll be taking this in some other video explaining all these terms, and we can also do some kind of practical over all these terms. But as far as this video is concerned, this is what the base of generative AI. Now the third point is the business use cases. You can consider any number of business use cases. You can consider, let's suppose you have so many files, it could be PDF or any format file, and you want to have certain kind of app, chat board, or some kind of app you want to develop over those information which are lying in your all this bunch of PDF and everything. Okay, so you can create some kind of a chat bot with the help of this generative AI, and any user can query anything from the PDF, and your generative AI application will be able to answer exactly to what user asks. Just you think, I mean, you have hundreds of PDF. Is it possible to find a particular answer from a particular question out of those PDF? It is very difficult, correct? But it make it this generative AI make it possible to do to answer to all your general question on the basis of all the PDF information, correct? So similarly, there are a lot of other application I can think of. You have, you are thinking, as a user, you are thinking something and then you are giving it to the Gen AI model, and then on the basis of that thought process it will come up and create an image of what exactly you are looking out. Okay, so this is one of the use case which you can implement it in some other places. Correct. So these are some of the business use cases, and further I'll be detailing in some other videos where we'll be doing a lot of practical. So now the last part of this video, this will be completely on the side of judging. Okay, so what is the expected outcome which generally I see in such kind of event? So for me, the creativity of the team is the most important factor, the creative solution to a creative problem. And I would like that every participant should be considering some kind of problem statement which is very near to them, which has a highly impact, and which has certain value to it when it comes to giving it to the society. So this is one of the things which I see as an expected outcome from any such kind of event. Now the second point is how successful project is different from others. So I would say that successful project would be one which is quite relatable, okay, to the problem which are existing in this world, and then it should have a human touch as well. It should not be completely artificial. It should not look as an artificial. For example, if I'm giving you a kind of use cases where you created some kind of application where a faculty can set up the question paper for any examination. Okay, so when he was doing it manually, he had that human touch to it. So we understand, okay, if this is going to be the professor who is setting up this exam paper, these are the questions which is expected. Why we able to understand that? Because there's a human touch to those questions. Okay, so when you're creating some kind of generative AI solution, there should be a human touch as well. It can't be completely artificial. So that is also one of the important aspect of how a successful project is different from the other one. And then the impact, and then the outcome. So outcome of the project should not vary. So it should not be, today you are running your model and it is giving one output, tomorrow you are running the model, you're not expecting, you're not exactly getting the same kind of response. Instead it is giving some kind of weird results. So that should not be there. Okay, so these are some of the criteria which makes a successful project different from others. And yeah, technically we see a lot of other things as well, which include fine-tuning, which include your RAG usage, the prompt engineering and all. But overall, this is what generally I see in my in my judging experience. Now the last part is suggestion. So I would say that as a coder, this is a very lonely job. You are sitting and doing coding and all those. Throughout the year, throughout our journey of this IT field, we just sit on our laptop, do code and all those things. But these are the platforms, these are the hackathons where you should be coming out from your comfort zone of just coding, do network, love the thing you are doing, talk, make fun, eat, and do whatever you want to do it. Make yourself recharge for next upcoming hackathon. That's what I can give you suggestion. Enjoy your work, be creative, produce some kind of solution which has a high impact to the society. Give something really good solution. That's what a general advice I can give you. Thank you. It was wonderful being a part of such a hackathon, and I'm really thankful to Searce Technology and Google Cloud for giving me opportunity as a judge to come and see, evaluate all these fantastic prototypes which has been built by brilliant minds. Thank you.